I just think work ethic, passion, character.
Get good at being present, get good at being present. Before you know it, your mind starts getting a lot better, not just in baseball, but in life. The best players in life, whether it's baseball or golf or rugby, the best athletes are the ones that are very consistent at being present all the time.
Hi, my name is Annie Liu. I'm here with Alan Jaeger. And Alan is here with us at the MLB Academy doing some work. So let's take a little look at what he will be working with. Alan, hi. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Great having you here.
Thanks.
So could you tell us about what you do and what you are doing with the Youth Academy here today?
Yeah, well, fortunately, Doug Takanagawa, he's been great. He's had us out here since this inception, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. So we've been out here maybe a dozen times. And so whether it's the Australian team, which is coming out today, or the team from Taiwan, or the local kids from the area that we do a charity event for, basically today we're going to go through the throwing program, but in the past we've done mental training, we've done yoga out here, we've done meditation out here. So today it's going to be predominantly our throwing program.
Okay, great. Could you tell us your background with what you are doing today, where you came up with the concept and what your goal, your mission is?
Well, I came up with the concept because it was something that I did. I was big into long distance throwing and long toss, and I knew it made my arm feel healthy and strong. And the more players I worked with at an early age, and the more I got incredible feedback, the more I realized that, wow, this is really the way to train arms. And then at some point, I got into the surgical tubing part of it, which is more of the rehab part, but we call it prehab because we do it before guys get injured, or gals, because we work with the softball players too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you might just say it was a few events that came together. Basically, a lot of it was just from what I did and from what I learned, and a lot of it was from instinct, and then really a lot of it was from just the feedback over the years. I played pretty much every position. In high school I was predominantly a third baseman, and then in college I was predominantly a pitcher.
Were you ever injured that inspired you to look into this?
No, I was the opposite. I had one of those arms I could throw all day. I had a rubber arm and a healthy arm, and it was because I believed strongly. I threw a lot. I threw a ton. And that seems to be proof positive now with the players we work with, the kids that we work with that throw a lot. And I don't mean like off a mound necessarily, but just throw a lot. Instead of indoors playing in games all day. It's amazing how healthy and strong your arm will get.
Now, baseball is a big mental sport.
Yes.
So can you tell us about how this program helps with the mental aspect of the players?
It's a great question. Whenever I do lectures, I always talk about how golf and baseball are by far the two most mental games that I know. And so what we really try to do is get athletes to, number one, understand that the mind is like a skill, and it's like any skill in life. If you don't work at it, you're not going to develop it. So if you want to get more confident or more relaxed or more clear-minded or more focused, you have to work at it. And part of what we have to do is help them understand, well, what do I do to work on it? I mean, that's the first thing you have to do, is you have to understand, well, okay, where's the map? So first thing we do is we help them identify what the mental game is, and then we actually give them some strategies to get better at, and then eventually we teach them in practice where they can do some breathing exercises every day. They can clear their mind, they can relax their body, they can learn how to be more in the present moment and less into their thoughts about the future or the past or stressors.
So aside from baseball, were there other things in life, other walks of life that helped shape this program?
Absolutely. Yeah, at a very young age I got into meditation, I got into a lot of the Far Eastern arts like Zen and Taoism, I got into yoga, and I think just everything, like you said, everything in life can be a teacher, but I really found at home with a lot of the Far Eastern thought, or non-thought as they would call it, and so that became really, I think, the core of what we teach, and we meaning my partner who's out here today too, Jim. So in a nutshell, the things that have most influenced me are, I think, Zen and meditation, yoga, and then I got my bachelor's in psychology, and so obviously I've used some psychology, as well to learn from.
It seems like a very holistic program.
Yeah.
Have you worked with pro athletes?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've worked with, we've had a Cy-Young Award with Barry Zito. We've had all-stars like Dan Herron, Mike Lieberthal. We have a bunch of young kids that were just drafted. We feel like are going to be real impactful players like Trevor Bauer at UCLA last year. This year, Max Fried and Lucas Giolito. So we've had a lot of professionals. We've worked with some professional organizations like the Texas Rangers and the Diamondbacks. So yeah, we've been in the program too. It's nice.
What's next in program? What are you guys looking at doing?
I think just continuing to spread the word, or I might just say continuing to just be a resource for people that are interested, because I feel like there's more and more people right now getting interested than ever.
Mm-hmm. Earlier you were mentioning the difference this program has versus the traditional warm-ups and program for pitchers. Could you tell us a little bit about this?
Yep. A big focus for our teaching is with long toss on the throwing part. We really want guys to stretch their arms out. We know from physics that a 90-mile-an-hour fastball will go about 300 feet. So our kids that throw really hard eventually start pushing up to 340 and 360 and 380. Some kids will get up to 400 and 400 feet. That is.
Is there anything else you would like to leave for the kids at the Urban Youth Academy?
Yeah, just I think work ethic and passion is what this is about. If you really want to be a baseball player, it takes work, it takes passion. The people here are amazing. This place is open all the time for kids to come here and work out for free, and the coaches here are awesome. So I just think work ethic, passion, character, stuff like that.